Lake Mike. Make some noise if you're doing all right. Come on. Yeah. Thank you for the beer, you guys. I felt a little bit bad taking one because I knew I wouldn't be here for as long as most other people, but then I saw that Mario sitting behind a stack of 4 empty cool ones. Yeah, I just didn't mean to be taking advantage of your Mexican hospitality, which I should explain because shit, fuck. Okay, scratch that last line from the record, clerk. But it reminds me of when I was in college and I was headed to a Bible study. And, yes, and I saw a party going on in the front yard of a house across the street, and so I surmised that it was a family celebrating their daughter. Is probably their first daughter who ever graduated from college. It was this Latin family, and I just went by and I saw the patriarch and his buddies there sitting, so I just congratulated him like, hey, congratulations, man, and he immediately put a shot of tequila in my hand and told me to sit down. And so I did. And so 3 shots of tequila, 2 Modelos, and 15 minutes later, I showed up to the Bible study absolutely lit. And I certainly didn't learn about the Holy Spirit that night, but there was some spirits. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I was feeling the spirit. Yeah, they didn't even know what hit them. Those. It's like, wow, Derek is on fire tonight. No, he's on drugs. Yeah, they weren't really that into drinking. I know I look like a Jew. Let's talk about it. Yes, I do. I do look like a Jew fucked a Nazi, as a matter of fact. Thank you. I appreciate the clap, but clerk, strike that last line from the record. Is that I went to Shabbat services for a couple of years while I was in college. Because all of the rabbis kept on stopping me on campus and in the college town and asking me if I was Jewish. And I said, finally, it's like, well, math is fun, but maybe I should try out this Judaism thing. And I came for their Christmas Shabbat service. It was the one that happened right before Christmas. See, it wasn't a Christmas Shabbat service. Anyways, and the dinner was free, so I kept on going back for 2 years, which might be the most Jewish thing about me. Thank you. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Sharet, Malachei La'olam. Yeah. I defy anyone to be offended at me talking about Jewish people if they don't speak any Hebrew. That's Psalm 117. It means how good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell in harmony, which I think is what we're doing right now, pretty successfully. I mean, no fights have broken out. Hell yeah. Speaking of, all right, let's see. Okay, gotcha. Sunday night, it was closing time at the Bee's Knees, a bar I didn't even want to go to, but some hot women invited me and somebody else paid for the Uber. And I will never make that mistake again because I was playing some pool with a guy, and 3 shots into our pool game, the bar said, it's like, oh, it's closed. It's closed. You gotta stop playing pool. I'm like, oh, that's all right, but can I get my money back for the pool game? And the guy looked at me like I was insane. And I said, that's all right, I'll just ask the other bartender, which was a mistake because this bartender was a lot skinnier and looked more like a pushover and but he still gave mad attitude. Fuck that guy. Anyways, yeah. So I asked the other guy, it's like, hey, can I have my money back for the pool game? We didn't get to finish our game. He said, it's $1, chill out. I said, well, by the same token, it's $1, not a big deal. Mind giving it back to me? And so he kept on giving me shit. He kept on saying no different ways, and so autism kicked in, and I just stared at the counter, and everything he said, I said, no, I'm sorry, I just like my $1 back for the pool game. No, I'm sorry, I just like my $1 back for the pool game. It's not a big deal. And he tried to snatch the beer out of my hand, and he said, give me that beer and get out. And I pulled away, and I was like, well, how about I'll finish this beer and then get out? And so he came around the bar while I was drinking the beer, squeezed it onto my face, smashed the beer can into my face, punched me in the jaw, manhandled me out of the door, but not before smashing my head and my shoulder against the door frame, and then throwing me out in the street and tearing my clothes. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say with this last minute is don't go to the Bee's Knees, you guys. Don't go there. Yeah, they're assholes, but you guys give it up for this place. Fuck yeah. Keep it going for your hosts. One more time for all the other comics. One more time for yourselves. I'm Derek. Have a great night.
Thank you, Derek, for that informative set.